Hey WWE, thanks for being consistent. Welcome to the midweek wrap-up. Main event was boring. They recapped most of Raw. Tyler Breeze beat Jey Uso. That was a good match. Tucked his head in the ropes, hit him with a supermodel kick and won. Then in the main event, the Hype Bros beat the Ascension with a Hype Rider on Victor, just like my phone predicted before the match even ended. Why? At this rate, we might stop covering main event. Wake up, let's talk about NXT.
Okay.
We have the return of Hideo Itami, starting off NXT.
Yeah.
Taking on Cruiserweight Classic eliminated Sean Maluda.
Cruiserweight Classic alumni.
There we go.
Makes him sound less like a loser.
Well, he did lose.
Yeah, he did.
He also lost to Hideo Itami.
He's just got a thing where he can't beat Japanese guys.
Yeah, Hideo Itami he's rare to come back, so obviously he was going to be...
he's a year gone from NXT at this point.
Yeah, no, it's insane. It's so good to see him back, and still just as vicious as ever. Lots of good strikes. Ended up hitting that running knee and beat Sean Maluda. A good solid win for Hideo and his return.
Yeah.
The Revival, talking about how they are the greatest tag team on the planet, all of a sudden realized they have a lot of challengers that want a piece of them.
4 specifically.
Yeah. First off, we have TM61, who come up and say, well, if you guys are looking for new challengers, we've got some wins here on NXT, so why not give us a shot? And they're like, no, you're new, go back to doing whatever you want to do, and we'll go be champions somewhere else. But then
they're like, pick a number.
Yeah, and then they turn around and it just so happens that there's another team that has number 1, and that's Johnny Gargano and Tommaso Ciampa.
Hey, this guy.
Because William Regal's already said that they get a future title shot, and
they've already beaten the Revival.
Yeah, and
they've beaten TM61. So these guys should be literally so close to fighting the Revival that they can smell the detergent on the beautiful satin jackets they wear to the ring.
You have such a man crush on those guys. It's not even funny.
That whole match, just in general, the Gargano and Ciampa versus the Revival.
Oh yeah, and so with the thought, that's right. If we face you, it has to be for the titles. Yeah, we'll face TM61. That sounds like a much better idea because we don't have to defend our titles. Smart move, Revival. We just can't get away from Mojo Rawley because he had to take on a guy named Chris Atkins, and that didn't last very long because it was Mojo Rawley winning by disqualification because Samoa Joe beat the fuck out of both of them.
By the way, Chris Atkins is big.
Yeah, where the hell did this guy come from?
No idea, but I do kind of wish... I don't want to say it.
Should I say it for you? Because I know what you're going to say.
Try.
We kind of wish the match would have happened because we would have liked to see what Chris Atkins could do.
Yeah, I wanted it to go a little longer, just to see this guy and see if he actually had something going for him, because he had the look.
Yeah, but you also did appreciate the fact that Samoa Joe beat the crap out of Mojo Rawley twice.
Yes, it did. He choked him out on the ramp, made him his bitch.
Yeah, and said that he's going to destroy Shinsuke at TakeOver. Then we had Bayley talking about how she's been watching tapes and studying Asuka,
checking her every move.
Yeah, watching her every move. And
Stalker Bayley.
And then Asuka's like, "You've been watching everything? You should probably watch this." Because Asuka ended up having a match, and so Bayley came out for commentary, where Asuka had to go against Aaliyah. Poor little Aaliyah.
Who did she piss off?
I don't care that much for her, so I was just like...
Well, I mean, the part for me is just we haven't seen anything of her yet.
She had one match while they were still at the Access setup.
Yeah, and that she was part of the Battle Royal they did.
And then Breaking Ground.
Yeah. And so it's I know there are a lot of women at the Performance Center right now. But I don't know, was it choosing straws? Because I want to figure out why the smallest, most fragile-looking woman at the Performance Center is the one that gets picked out to be murdered.
That's exactly why. How else are you gonna make Asuka look just devastating by having her completely destroy this tiny itty bitty being of a woman?
I don't know, you could have her try and make Eva Marie wrestle. Or...
Eva Marie wrestle! Oh, that might be one of the funniest jokes you've ever said.
Or you can just have her knock out Deonna Purrazzo again.
Yeah, that's happened before. She killed Aaliyah.
Yeah.
And then she wouldn't let the Asuka lock go. And
Until Bayley jumped in the ring.
And the great thing in the beginning was Bayley was sitting at commentary. She actually picked up a chair at ringside, sat it on the ramp, and told Bayley to sit in the chair. Then Bayley walks over, picks up the chair, and throws it, and stands at ringside. So she gets in. She makes Asuka stop using the Asuka lock on Aaliyah, and we now have the contract signing for the Takeover match next week on NXT.
Which I still think should be a triple threat match, but you don't always get what you want.
Nia is Nia.
Yes,
that's the wrong word.
It's like it's the unfortunate thing that the draft happened so far out from SummerSlam weekend.
Yeah, at this rate, it shouldn't have happened at all.
Yeah. Because fuck off the rest of the main roster.
Yeah. Oni Lorcan,
including Mojo Rawley.
Oni Lorcan, who has one win over Ty Dillinger, realized that if he wants to be as good as the rest of the NXT roster, he needs to go back to his roots. We're not sure what that is, but we're really hoping it means he'll just be Biff Busick again. Because Oni Lorcan's a stupid name.
Oni Lorcan is one of the fucking dumbest names I've ever heard them give anybody in WWE. That includes Cassius Ohno. Oh no! It's Oni Lorcan. Yeah, I don't know. Does it mean he's just going to show up randomly at Beyond Wrestling shows?
He's going to go back to Evolve.
Something.
We found out that WTF moment we had last week when that weird ass vignette happened. We now know who it is.
Ember Moon.
Which, for those of you that don't know, that is Athena.
Yeah.
Who we've seen in Shine and Shimmer before. So it'll be cool to see her finally get her roster debut.
Yeah, that'd be fun.
Her NXT main roster debut. She's done a lot of house shows.
We've been waiting for her to pop up on TV.
Yeah. Speaking of popping up on TV, Bobby Roode, glorious on NXT.
Bobby Roode.
He had a Seth Rollins moment.
Yeah.
Where everyone was like so excited to see him, and he was like, yeah,
we're NXT.
Yeah.
NXT is great,
Yeah,
and I am great.
Yeah,
you guys are all dumb.
You guys suck, and I'm Bobby Roode.
But I'm still gonna make NXT great.
And I'm glorious. His music is pretty interesting.
It's like the intro to a Queen song.
A little bit, yeah. So he didn't have any altercation with anybody.
And initially, I was figuring like if they're gonna bring him in as a babyface, 9 times out of 10 when a new babyface shows up, they get interrupted or attacked during their first segment ever. And so as soon as nobody came out and attacked him, I'm like, okay, he's gonna go heel.
Yeah. So he was out there, cut a good promo, let people know he was there, and Bobby Roode is officially NXT. That's awesome. James Storm.
Get the dirty heels now.
James Storm. I want beer money. Dirty heels would be cool, especially with the fact that Austin Aries.
I want Eric Young, Bobby Roode to team up and have old school Team Canada. See if we can't get Petey Williams to join NXT.
It's the only type of Scott Steiner I want in WWE.
Baby Papa Pump.
Yeah.
Big Baby Pump.
I'm cool with that. Then we had our main event, which was the tag team match, the Revival taking on TM61. A good match. I kind of want the triple threat tag team match to happen. Add TM61 to the fact that Gargano and Ciampa get their title match. I think that'd be a killer match. especially after watching TM61 and the Revival have this match. They fit really well together.
I definitely would agree that it would be an awesome match, but in my head, it just now goes against every bit of logic going into the match forward, because spoiler alert, the Revival win.
Yeah, we were getting to that.
So therefore, now TM61 has been beaten by both the champions and the number one contenders.
That's fair.
But yeah, no, the match was good. There were a lot of times where it seemed like TM61 might, sort of like Gargano and Ciampa, have the Revival's number.
Yeah, get that out of nowhere upset win.
Yeah, but then what it ended up being was just really smart, very veteran-esque teamwork from the Revival.
Yeah.
Of a distraction, a dupe, a swerve, if you will. That was like, hey, Dash is gonna make a distraction and bolt through the ring, having somebody chase him.
Yeah, it was Nick Miller.
Directly into a just plant DDT.
Yeah, it was a pretty stiff DDT.
Yeah, from Dawson for the win.
Yeah, and so it was just...
Which brings back more legitimacy to the DDT, too, which I really appreciate.
Yeah. And then we had a moment where the Revival were going to leave, and then Gargano and Ciampa end up coming down. There's just a big brawl that Gargano and Ciampa end up leaving the tag team champions just laying.
Yeah,
they tore them apart.
Yeah, but first though, I think the most important point they got over was how good the Revival are.
Yeah,
talking about all the other teams that the Revival's beaten.
Yeah, they were dropping names. Enzo and Cass, we beat them. The Vaudevillains, we beat them. American Alpha, we beat them.
Yeah, so Johnny Gargano and Tommaso Ciampa decided they'd come out and start picking the names up.
Yeah, they pick up all the names that they dropped.
Yeah, like American Alpha.
And the Hollywood Blondes.
Which goes to show that, the cousins of Arn and Ole Anderson are aging very well.
Yeah. They even beat Kermit and Miss Piggy.
Yeah, and then to get the pop of the night, perhaps, Johnny Gargano lets everybody know that they once beat the team of Pikachu and Charmander.
Yeah, and there was a Pokemon chant at Full Sail.
If I didn't like NXT enough already.
If you didn't like Johnny Gargano enough already.
Well, things and stuff.
But yeah, so yeah, then it's, the Revival starts to walk away, and then they throw the first punch, and it's all Gargano and Ciampa from there. They end up tossing Dash out of the ring, and then Dawson ends up getting the super kick running knee combo. We get the challengers looking strong, holding up those tag team titles, laying claim to what they want.
Yeah.
And that is it for the midweek wrap-up.
Don't forget to like and comment and subscribe.
Be sure to click all the links down in the description.
So much social media you can
all the
contact
social
us
medias. And for those of you that are listening to us...
Touch it with your mouse buttons.
Whoa.
Caress it.
This is a fucking PG show.
Caress it.
For those of you listening to the podcast, check out the YouTube link because you get extra videos like the next one coming up, which is going to be the Cruiserweight Classic review.
Do you like it when I whisper in your ear, headphones people?
He's making it weird.
WWE's making it weird.
No, you're making it weird.
They're just making it bad.
Yeah. Let's hope next week is better.
Yeah, because, this is the midweek wrap-up where we're wrapping up WWE's week.
And we're not thrilled.
Yeah, we're not impressed.
3 days of crap.
Yeah, last week was good.
Last week was fucking fantastic.
This week, bleh.
Thanks for watching, and we'll see you.
Check out the playlist, check out all the other stuff. Other channel.
Video you decide to watch next.
Fuck Mojo Rawley. Twice!